What we have here is a 2005 Jeep Liberty 3.7 liter V6 with a bad water pump. So, just looking at it, it appears I need to take off this core support so I may get to the fan shroud and the mechanical fan, if you can see that. So I'm going to work on that right now. It appears I have a bolt here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bolts. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this. There may even be some down here. If I've got to remove this grill, it's not a big deal. These just pop off here. You can see they got tabs. This is a buddy's Liberty, and he hit a deer, and so this is cracked, but worse is this plastic substructure behind the grill is broken. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out how I get this core support off, and then get this fan shroud out of here and get that mechanical fan out of there. Then all it is there's a tensioner pulley right down here. Remove the tension, take the belt off, remove the pulley, and then there's 8 bolts. So let's get down on that. So I have it out, you can see. So to get it out, there was actually 2 bolts here, and there was 1 bolt here, in addition to the ones that I pointed out. And then on this side, this is the washer fluid riveted to the core support. Let me walk around here. Riveted to the core support was the washer cap, and it has this that kind of supports the neck of the washer cap. So you just slip that off the neck, and then I set the whole thing back out of the way because the cable for the hood latch is still attached, and I'm just not going to mess with it. I think I can set it there, and now I'm going to work on getting the fan shroud off. What I've done to get this fan clutch off is I've taken this kind of a, not even sure what this thing is. It's a stake or something. Oh, maybe it says concrete chisel. So I've taken a concrete chisel and I wedged it down right between the belt and the water pump pulley. And then I took a large crescent wrench and I slid it over the nut on the fan. So there I am. And I hit the end with a dead blow hammer. And now I've got the fan loose. I ran into a problem last night where I did not have a crescent wrench or a wrench in general big enough to get this mechanical fan off. So what I'm doing now is just spinning it off by hand, and I will seize up the belt the same way, spin it back on, and give it a couple of whacks to get it nice and tight the opposite way. You can see it's pretty much worked its way off the center shaft. Alright. So this is the Liberty factory electric fan, and this is the Liberty auxiliary heavy duty cooling fan. This comes in the heavy duty cooling package. I didn't see anybody online that had a video showing how to remove that. A little bit different. There was a connector over here, right here, for the electric fan. So here's our water pump. We're going to release tension with looks like this. This is the tension pulley, and then We gotta remove this idler pulley, and then you can see the bolts up around here. I believe there's 8 of them. There's a better look, sorry. So there is the water pump. So I need to take the tension off with this pulley, remove this idler pulley, and then the water pump bolts are all the way around the water pump. I haven't even looked at that, removing that pulley or anything. And there at the bottom, I see green. So we were leaking. Wow. That oil filter is in a terrible place. I wonder if it's easier to get to at the bottom. Anywho, that's where we're at. So I have everything drained. As you can see, I got a big drain pan down there. You can see that there's some fluid there. Got everything off. The new pump comes with a new pulley, so I'm going to go ahead and remove the bolts. So I have the water pump out. Here it is. And I'm looking at it. I don't know what's up with that sealing surface. I'm thinking the pump didn't seem to be shot. It seemed to be a sealing surface problem. Anyway, as you can see, this one doesn't seal with RTV, or doesn't seal with, you know, a paper gasket or anything. This one has this must have it on wrong. There we go. This one has this rubber gasket that actually fits into this rib. As you can see, I think we had a gasket failure on that. You can see there's a little bit of a catch there for the sealing surface, and if you look at this one, I could see there is, it's like it's not even there. I don't know if this was a cheap pump or whatever. It's the Gates. Probably had a lifetime warranty. Some of those Gates ones do, but I bought a Murray from O'Reilly's. So I'm going to put this in there. I'm going to hand snug the bolts, and then I have a torque wrench. I'm kind of a little anal about that, so I'm going to torque them. The torque spec on this is 40 pounds. I might do 30 and then 40 just to be safe. So here we go. When removing this, do not forget to disconnect this plug right here. Grab a light. You don't want to there's an electric fan in here. This one has the heavy duty cooling, and it's got this mechanical fan, but there's also an electric fan. All right, so got the fan shroud back on. I actually got the mechanical fan is sitting on the end of the water pump snout. So I need to tighten it down. And I'm going to put my big crescent wrench on it again. This time I'm going to go the opposite direction. And here's my trick. So I just whack it. So I just put my wrench down here, Let's see, I'm trying to get it on the nut down there. There we go. And my trick. That is how I tighten this. See if I can get another turn on it. That, I think the leverage of the longer crescent wrench and then the dead blow hammer kind of overrides the slippage. You can kind of feel it twist on there. All right. It looks seated. All right. So don't forget to there's two 10mm bolts. I'm going to go ahead and reinstall this core support and then begin filling it. That's really the mechanics of it. Of course, you want to fill and bleed the system for with coolant and whatnot. Thanks for watching.